Whew. Hi, my name is Sabrina and my plant is dying. In other news, I am a college student and I'm going to be a senior this coming year, so that means I've been in college for 3 years now, which is not a surprise to anyone being that I just told you what grade I'm going into. And I thought that that gave me the credibility and the ability, like all of us, to do a little what's in my backpack video. And I think this is kind of long overdue for me just because I've been thinking about it for a while and I put a lot of thought and intention in my backpack. Until then I realized that I really just needed a backpack that was going to work for me going back and forth, that it was going to be lightweight, that it was going to look funky fresh, and that it was going to have everything I absolutely needed. So with that being said, this is she. This is the gal that fits all the criteria. So this backpack is the OnePlus backpack. I know that there are variations of this, but OnePlus is a phone brand, as some of you may know, and they make a line of accessories like other brands do. This is a little bit out of the ordinary for phone brands. Nevertheless, this is a sick backpack. So what's going on with this backpack is that it's got this little fun color blocking. This is actually also orange up here, but you can't tell because I covered it with my cool hip bandana. And it's really simple, which I say hesitantly because it does have pockets in it. So it's not just like a sack, but it's not over the top as far as I define that. So I'll start showing you what that actually looks like. So I'm gonna first dive into my largest pocket and get some of that stuff out of the way. So the first thing that I carry around is this note binder from 5 Star, and what this is it's a flexible material, but it's got these binder rings. So that means that you could flip it over and use it like a notebook if you were to put loose leaf, which I don't. I use just those folder dividers. So I use it like a portfolio, except for it's binder style. So I really just use it as a ring of folders. And then I will also put plain printer paper in this because that's just what I prefer to take notes on when I do take notes in paper. And then I also just use it as kind of a catch-all for lots of random notes. As you can see, these are from last school year. It's worth noting that I'm recording this in August, so I still haven't addressed those, but we'll leave that out. So the next thing that I keep in this bigger pocket is a set of headphones, and these were totally worth the investment. I finally bought these in May of this year, so that was the tail end of my junior year. And until then I had just had some nicer earbuds. I have some Jaybirds that I bought freshman year, and they're nice except for the fact that nobody can tell that you're wearing them, and they're almost too noise isolating because they completely fill your ear, and then they become really uncomfortable after a while. So I finally was okay, I'm gonna get my tax return, I'm gonna pay the things off, and then I'm gonna buy myself a nice pair of headphones. So I got the Bose QC35 2s in black. They're just good. There's not much more to say about it. It's just nice to have that noise canceling. And actually, there's more to say about this. I did not believe in noise canceling headphones until, which is a little bit counterintuitive, being that I just told you that I had complete earbuds. I thought they were unnecessary and excessive, but when people know that you have them on, like a large over-the-ear headphone, then people do more to get your attention when they actually need it. So when I'm working in a team and we're all sitting at the same table, then I'm distracted a lot less because people are oh, she's trying to focus, which just sounds so silly, but it is really real, and it's just really handy. And these also they're nice. It was a nice treat for myself, saying good job, you're schooling. So the next thing that I have is a loose binder clip, like that. The next thing that I have is this little stand. So this was an Amazon purchase that I made, and what it is it's a stand for your laptop. So I'll show you next. I have a laptop, and it's pretty small. Even for big laptops, I find myself arching my neck down just like everybody else in the world, and I just decided that I didn't want a hunchback. So what I did is I bought this stand that when placed this this is how you place it. It props your laptop up like this so that you can be looking straight at it. And then I'll show you later too, I have a portable keyboard in here. So then I'm able to like pretty much have like a nice little desk setup wherever I go, because this is pretty lightweight. It's like plastic. I can't fucking get that back in there. Who cares? So I guess that leads nicely into the fact that I also carry a mouse. That's just nice for the fact that my trackpad is small, and it's nice for taking notes. If my stylus dies, then I'm able to just pull this out and kind of like draw whatever I was going to use. I probably have this out already. Another thing that I carry, the mouse and this, and then the set of pens I'm going to show you guys, I keep toward the top of my backpack. So this OnePlus backpack has like these pockets at the top right there. And so it's nice for stuff that you want to grab quickly. So the next thing that I like to grab quickly is Post-its. And I have like normal ones, and I also have ones that are super sticky over the whole back, because I'll put these on the inside of my laptop, like where your wrist would rest, so that if I need to take like a quick note and like leave it there for a little bit, I can, and it doesn't actually fall off. And then the next thing I have is a business card holder. This is just nice. Not all of these are like exclusively mine. Some of them are for student organizations, some of them are for like a startup that I used to work for. And so this is nice for like pulling out quick before going to a networking event. So that's why I put it in that top pocket. The next thing I said is pens. And so I just keep this bunch full. This varies throughout the year. I always start small and I collect more as I go. And so the one worth noting is that I carry around a stylus for my laptop, and then I carry around the like G2.38 pens because they're just nice. I have a mechanical pencil, I have Sharpies, I have like a stick eraser, I have a couple nicer like pens for when I'm feeling like a fancy ass bitch and I want to take pretty like notes in my little notebook when I'm trying to like get my life together. So that's why I have those. I also, in this pocket, maybe this isn't the best place for it, but I have a thing of chapstick, and got that sunscreen in there to protect the lips. So, the next thing in this larger pocket is in like this back sleeve. This is where I would put like, if I had a smaller laptop, my laptop's pretty small. If I had like a tablet, I would put it here, but I don't have a fucking tablet. So instead I put a notebook there. So this is something that I use for like meetings mostly, or if I'm just like feeling stressed about like my workload, I'll like open this up and kind of like write down my agenda for the day. I of course don't have any good examples in here because I started using this in the summer, but because I had to retire my notebook from the past year, but it's just nice to have a notebook. And so this is a Moo one, and I would actually really highly recommend this. I wouldn't normally be so passionate about it. I wouldn't even say I'm passionate about this notebook, but it is a really nice notebook. All of the pages like lay flat no matter where you are in the notebook, whether you're at the beginning, end, or middle. There's these fun colored ones which I haven't used yet because I haven't been feeling inspired, so I haven't used them. And it's got that whole ribbon, and it's like this fabric-y stuff, which like stickers oddly enough stick to, but so do stains, and like that's not something I can get behind. But it is just like a really nice notebook with really good quality paper. And so it makes me feel good when I write in it. And that's just kind of nice sometimes. The last thing in this big pocket is a reusable bag, because I find that when I go to the grocery store during the week, it's usually like ad hoc or just like on a whim. And so I don't intentionally carry like a dozen bags with me. I mean, I don't get a dozen bags of groceries either, but it's just nice that I don't have to get like another plastic bag and then like find somewhere to put that. So that is what is in the big compartment of that bag. We'll just get this out of the way. I also carry my laptop around. I study software engineering, so most of the work I do is on here. This is also where I take most of my notes for my class, so I mentioned that I have that stylus. So I will take some notes like that, but my stylus has just been like super whack, honestly. And so I don't really rely on that. I mostly just type them, and then if I want to like make some images or like, God forbid, I don't even know. Sometimes I use my stylus. But what's really nice is that I have OneNote, where our school like gives us Microsoft products, and OneNote will let you like send a professor's slides into OneNote so that you can just like mark them up. That's when I'll use my stylus. I'll even sometimes just type next to it, but I would highly, highly, highly recommend using OneNote. I was like definitely sleeping on it for like the first 2 years of college, And I was like, OneNote is lame. I just use TextPad or I take paper notes like a loser. So just like use the nice tools. Don't be pretentious like me and try to pretend that you like don't need them, because that's just dumb. Moving on. The second to last pocket I have here is just this front one. And so what I keep in here are like some odds and ends electronics. This is also where I'll like pile up shit during the year. And the first one is this little portable keyboard. It comes with this little case that you can use to hold your phone up, and it folds out in half like this. This is nice for pulling out during meetings when I need to take like some more intricate notes, but I don't want to like pull out my whole laptop because that's just kind of like beastly sometimes. It's a lot faster to just pull out my phone and start taking notes on that and then just like use this so that I actually have a full keyboard. It's just kind of nice. And then I also, when I'll put my laptop up on the stand that I showed you earlier, then I'll have this as my keyboard that I actually type on while I'm like looking almost at my actual laptop keyboard. So that's why I have that. And it was only like $20 on Amazon, so super big steal. I carry a second pair of headphones just in case, because this one has like an audio jack and stuff like that, and then I carry my adapter because I have a Pixel, so I play the dongle game, and so I keep that with me sometimes. And then another couple things, they're not that interesting, it's just a pack of mints, which is just nice to have just in case. And then a little fisheye lens. I got this at Electric Forest. It was on a little giving tree, and I was like, whoop, I'll be taking that. And I don't really use it that much, but it has come in handy a couple times, and I don't think it really belongs anywhere else besides in my backpack, just on the off chance that I use it. So that's my little mini electronics section. And then I have this smaller kind of like hidden pocket here, a little fancy. Oh. And this is where I keep some like toiletry stuff. So this isn't that exciting, but like tissues, oil pads, like if I collect towelettes from like a wing place, I'll stick them in there. And I'll also keep like extra panty liners in there, or like things of that nature, just in case. And that's also where like the back of my pins go to. So that's one reason that I really am happy that I got this backpack. Like this was not by design, but it is nice that all the backs of these pins, if they have a back, go into that pocket, so in my head, they're a little bit less likely to fall off. And then if they do fall and I see it, I don't have to worry about also trying to find the bottom in like a sea of pockets. It's just in this little small one. So that's kind of nice. And the last thing I carry is a water bottle, and I'm gonna take a sip of it because I'm fucking dehydrated. So this is something that I'm sure is no surprise to anybody, that anybody would carry it, but it's something that's super, super important, and I think that everybody should carry and should be like, oh shoot, like I left the house without my water. That's a problem, because it sucks to be in long lectures, and it sucks to be in like doing shitty things at homework, and it sucks a whole lot worse when you're thirsty. So just bring a water bottle and keep yourself hydrated, especially if you're drinking a lot of coffee. That's something I'm so bad at, but I'm trying to get better. So this also has a pocket on this side, but sometimes I'll just like stick my keys in here. I'm a little bit wary about it because I'm just like paranoid that someone's gonna take it, but that's probably never gonna happen. So yeah, this is the backpack. I didn't actually show you guys, but this is where my laptop goes, and this little side thing, and that's kind of it. So this is a backpack that I would actually really strongly recommend to somebody, because it has just done the job. It's like held up really well. It's also really slender. So I mean, here, I'll actually zip it up all the way so you can see what it looks like in nature, and it stays pretty slim. And so considering that I'm like 5'2", it was really important for me to have like a small backpack, because I can't put like a behemoth on my back because it would crush me, and then I'd look ridiculous carrying around something that's like half my size. So love that this is small, it's comfortable. I can put like a significant amount of stuff in here. It's honestly not huge, but for carrying it around campus every day and like bringing this to work or bringing it on trips, like it really does the job. And I think this was honestly a kind of expensive backpack. Like it was like $70, but this and any backpack that you really like and will do a good job for you is something that's totally worth investing in, because you're gonna want it to last, If you buy backpacks every year, then maybe don't worry about that, but I think it's worth buying something that'll last so you don't have to worry about, and then kind of like building a little bit of your brand around this. So I'm going to try not to get too far into this, but it's nice to have a backpack that you like and that has like colors that you like or pins that you like or bandanas that you want to put on things, because you carry this every single day, so it becomes a little bit of your character as far as other people perceive it. So that's why I think it's important for me to put like things that make it more fun, because then it's like, hey, I'm not just Sabrina, I'm Sabrina, and I carry around my super cool and hip backpack, and it's just more fun that way. So that is about all I have to say about my backpack. If you guys have any questions, I'm sure I'll get like 2 comments on this video, so I have no excuse not to reply. And I think that's about all I can think of. And I think I'm going to be doing, I will be doing a couple more school-ish related videos, because like I mentioned, I'm going to be a senior this year, and I think that I want to share a lot of the knowledge that I've acquired for like what it's like to go to college and like actually get my shit together. So the next video that I want to make is going to be around like managing your workload and like getting your shit together and staying on top of stuff. And I'm going to try to swear less in that video, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to use some of my like tried and true, this is what works, not what's pretty, because I tried doing like planners, I tried doing bullet journals, and it was just not happening. So I'm going to show you what I like actually use. So you can stay tuned for that video soon. That's it. I'm going to call this a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below.